Live from the Carl Chevrolet Studios in West Des Moines, this is Iowa Live.
Welcome back to the program, everybody. It is time to head on over to the Blank Park Zoo and say hello to our good friend Julia Bingham, joining us with a very special guest who decided to make an appearance here this morning. Hi, Julia. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Tell everybody who you have with us.
This is JJ. He is a Virginia opossum that we have here at the zoo. And he's a little over a year old and has been with us most of his life. So he is definitely a little friendlier than the possums you would find outside.
And boy, it looks like he's really gotten large, hasn't he?
He has, yes. He's grown up quite a bit since we first got him.
Yeah, we saw him a long time ago, nowhere near as big, and you have him in a bowl there. It's like one of those bowls that make him work for the treats, huh?
Yeah, so we do like to use these puzzle feeders for JJ a lot. It kind of makes him slow down and enjoy his food a little bit more. We also scatter his food and kind of hide it around his enclosure too.
Now, you said JJ is a Virginia opossum, and are those the kind of opossums we see around here occasionally?
Yes, so the Virginia opossums are the only marsupial you're going to find here in the United States. And they're pretty common throughout all of North America.
Okay, what's one thing about opossums that people should know about? Because a lot of people will see them and then they freak out. They're afraid of them. What should they know about opossums?
One of the main things we like to teach about is just their role in their habitat. So these guys being nocturnal and being what we would consider an opportunistic eater or something that just kind of eats whatever it finds. They come out at night and they clean up everything that the other animals have dropped throughout the day and kind of get everything nice and cleaned up to then begin the next day. So they keep a lot of food from building up in their habitat.
All right, so they have a very vital role in where we live. So that is cool. That is JJ. But we know the name of this opossum, but apparently there is another being over at the Blank Park Zoo that needs to get a name. Let's talk about the new baby.
There's a new baby harbor seal, and she was born by Maru, and then her father is Ross, our male.
Okay, and we are looking for a name, and voting is ongoing right now, and we understand that today is the last day for voting. Is that right?
It is. So we have 4 names on our website that you can vote for, and yeah, that closes at the end of the day today. And right now, I think they're all pretty close. We might end up having a tie.
Oh,
People
no.
don't get on there and vote.
So Brooks, Myra, Siku, and Remy. Is that how you say that? And those are the final names. And just go to blankparkzoo.com/vote. And you have to get your votes in today. And you're going to make an announcement by the end of the week. Is that what I understand?
I believe that is the plan.
Okay, that is awesome. Now, speaking of awesome, something else that is awesome, you have some homeschool events happening over at the Blank Park Zoo, too. Explain what that is.
So we changed our homeschool program a little bit this year. So now it's an event for the whole family to come to. And those are going to be the first Friday of the month. And we have activities throughout the zoo for those age groups. So that's open for kids ages 2 to 12, and we'll have stations throughout the zoo with activities, and I believe each homeschool will be a different theme, so then those activities will kind of go along with that theme.
That is awesome. So you do have a chance to get out and enjoy the zoo. Both the kids and the adults can enjoy the activities at the same time. If people want more information about anything that we talked about and for voting on the baby harbor seal for the name, where can they go?
blankparkzoo.com.
All right, Julia, thank you so much. See you later, JJ. We'll talk to you later, buddy. And Julia, if you would be so kind, if you go see Keanu a little later on today, please give him a pat on the horn today, because things you can celebrate today. Did you realize that today is World Rhino Day? And we have 4 of them over at the Blank Park Zoo. National Elephant Appreciation Day is also today. Proposal Day is today. Happens the first day of spring and the first day of fall. And you heard Taylor mention 2:20 this afternoon, fall officially kicks in. Maybe celebrate with an ice cream cone because it's Ice Cream Cone Day. The day was patented in 1903. And you also saw Lakin talk about the fact it is National White Chocolate Day, even though white chocolate is not really chocolate. Look it up and you'll figure out what that is all about too. But you can celebrate by having a little bit of that. Maybe some white chocolate on your ice cream cone while you're going and seeing Keanu and the gang over at the Blank Park Zoo to celebrate World Rhino Day. See, it's an all-inclusive package.